feeling now we're sailing? Good?
Good. I actually feel not seasick.
I believe this is the first time we've life jacketed too, which is naughty, but we're all safe. Well, we have found another problem, unfortunately. We need to go to La Union to stock up, and we also need the dinghy to be able to check out the country in Acajutla. And when I stepped into it, you can see into the dinghy, which is not super ideal. So I think I have some stuff to patch it with, but we were starting to get worried the dinghy was like the glue was not holding properly, and now I'm wondering whether the guy even used the right glue to make it. Anyway, yes, we will try and fix it. Meow. But life, always broken things. You guys love repair videos, and you know I love repairing things, so let's try and fix it. Since we're in the process of discovering problems, I'm gonna start the engine and make sure that it's actually starting and running right now. Yay! You know, I know this doesn't seem like a huge big deal or a big job, but it's just like these last few months, well, I mean, the last year on board, in a lot of ways, has just felt like a constant battle, you know? And it's like every time I feel like I'm getting on top of things, the battle is there again. And I'm just like, I'm just getting over it, in all honesty. It's just getting harder and harder to be like, oh, just keep doing this and keep doing this. And you know, that's part of the reason why with the GoFundMe, it's like I'm looking at such a large amount of money, because it's like things like this are what make it harder and more expensive, like to be able to do the animal work. It, you know, these types of things just interfere so much with it, where I feel like my days are just filled trying to fix all these little problems on board, and it'd be so nice to be able to just spend a month on the hard and like get chuffed to a level that I know there's always going to be repairs. It's a boat, but like at a level where the repairs are like just normal, you know, it's maintenance instead of always fixing things. And then I'll be able to at least dedicate, you know, the Patron money that's coming in, and the time is the biggest thing. The time will be able to go towards the animal work more, which is what I'm hoping for. But anyway, basically for now, I've got 100 grit sandpaper and I'm just sanding this area down. Then I'm going to clean it with some acetone, and I've got the 5200, and like I said, a few windows are leaking at the moment too, so I'm going to fix those while I'm here. But yeah, basically it's just a matter of, it's not like a huge hard job, I just hope it works. Just going to sand her down and clean her up and put the 5200 on and hope for the best. Just taping it off so it's a bit neater when I put the... One concern I have with these windows, the leaks are starting to come. Like the leaks might actually be coming from like these cracks. Around this area. Alright, so the plan was to go to La Union today. Well, the plan was to go yesterday, but obviously the dinghy. And then we were going to go today, and then I thought I would just double check the about the 5200, because it felt just a little tacky still this morning. And it's the 7-day cure one, not the 24-hour cure. So we're now going to just give Miguel 20 bucks to take us to and from La Union, because obviously if we have to wait 7 days, that's a pretty massive delay on getting to Mexico, because we were hoping to leave in the next 2 days to start going north. So yeah, we're going to go in, get water, get food, and then hopefully make our way to Acapulco so we can check out the country, and then Mexico. So once again, the best plans are those written in, what do they say, written in sand at low tide, so all good. But we're nearly there, we're getting there.
You can see my dirty fingers.
And have some peel around here.
With a good rest, plenty of provisions, a lot of cooking, and covering some of those last minute jobs on board, we were finally ready to begin our final stretch of the journey to Mexico. Or so we thought.
Okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was like extremely intense. Like that storm just came out of nowhere. Like Jim was like, oh, it's raining and we're probably gonna get some wind and stuff, and then all of a sudden the dinghy's like up against the mast. The like the anchor road or the snubber line that like helps stop the chain pulling just completely snapped in half. The windlass is like bang 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 and we're dragging chain, and now there's lightning, but like that wind was, I mean, I don't know, like we in San Juan we must have been in like 45 knot winds, and that was like the waves were like, you know, white capping and cresting, and yeah, that was
just getting blown out of the
dinghy, so we had to bring them downstairs. So we were up on, I had the motor on and we were motoring into it a little bit. It was just not fun.
I almost puked.
Yeah. I felt a little bit queasy still because I was like so nervous. Jim felt queasy because we were like, had to be downstairs and we're just getting smashed around. It's meant to be our rest night before Jim's first overnight sail and my first overnight sail for like 2 years. And now we're just getting rolled around. Anyway, bit of excitement. In good news, we somehow managed to get a pizza in the oven even with all that happening. We're on the way. The boat's driving itself! Are you asleep?
I'm not asleep.
Hey?
Huh?
Are you sick? Or are you good?
I'm okay.
Good. You're on camera, obviously.
What? Can't hear nothing.
I'm doing my like crazy, I'm getting a little bit bored, and now I'm like peeling my oats and running around the boat.
I'm kind of feeling the opposite.
You are? Well, I'm happy to stay up for another hour since
No, I mean, I say we stay on the
watches. Yeah. No, it's okay, no rush. We're basically doing like oh, it's sunny. We're basically just in this peak heat of the sun doing an hour on and an hour off because it's just like sitting upstairs is really hot and kind of draining right now, and soon the sun will set to a level that no matter where you sit on the up on deck you just get blasted. So we've been motoring a lot. Like there is like 4 knots of breeze from behind us, which essentially is nothing. So for now we just keep going past all the fishing boats and trawlers and hope for some afternoon breeze and no afternoon thunderstorms. Oh my god, I did not want to be in anything like we were in yesterday. Listening to some good podcasts though. I just put a post on Instagram to ask everybody for good podcast advice too. So if you guys have any I should download for further trips, I would love to know about them. At the moment I'm listening to a really good one called Wrong Skin, and particularly for Australians or people who want to learn more about Australian culture. It's about 2 Indigenous Aboriginal Australians who go missing. It's like a true crime podcast, but they talk a lot about Aboriginal law in the Kimberley and traditional land rights and different things like that, so it's been really interesting to listen to. So yeah, that's my current listenings. It is a pretty day at least, even with the sun beating down on us. Jim the helmsman picked the perfect sailing time. Yay! Yay! How you feeling now we're sailing? Good?
Good. I actually feel not seasick for the first time since yesterday around like
6, I guess, right?
Yeah, probably like 6.
When that storm rolled in, because we had to go downstairs, Jim was feeling a little bit icky afterwards. Then we rolled basically all night, so he didn't get a chance to really stop feeling icky.
Ugh. Yeah, no, I feel better now. I'm just tired.
Yeah. Well, we only have 20 hours to go. Not quite, actually.
No.
Hopefully.
Hopefully I'm good. My stomach's good enough now to just pound coffee, so.
Wow, we are starting to lose the wind a little bit. It's coming on to kind of 4 p.m. and as you can see, there's storms are brewing on the land, but at this point it looks like we've got a clear path. We're about to get some really crappy weather again. Another group has spotted us. They're coming from over here, I think. Here they come. But they're little ones. Let's see if they're friends. You guys all know each other? Oh, I can hear them. This one is very communicative. He keeps coming and really looking at me. So beautiful. We've had another group join the party. I think there's like 8 or so of them now. We started with 2 and then 3 more came. And yeah, they're all just coming to play. I think I'm a little emotional because I'm tired and I've been throwing up, and now I'm here with dolphins under my feet, and it's a very special experience. But it's funny, like it breaks my heart a little bit at the same time. It's like every now and then I'll look down and there's, you know, like 8 dolphins swimming, and then like there's a piece of plastic above them coming past the boat, and behind us is a trawler with like, and we've seen so many trawlers on this trip, and they've got these huge giant nets out, and that trawler's like all of, you know, like a kilometre from where we are right now, and it just like kind of makes me sad because I've got these beautiful dolphins like playing right below my feet. And I don't know, like they could, their friend could be stuck in that net. Anyway. But I am also an emotional sick girl right now, so. Last night with that little storm that came through again, Jim was awesome. I was like, I've been a bit fatigued these last few days, and I was like kind of nervous, like weirdly nervous about this trip, and Jim just totally was like, you go downstairs, rest, I'll drive. And he just drove through like all the storm weather, like 3 hours. I'm very lucky to have a good crew. And I'm very lucky to have a whole group of dolphins up here right now for my morning shift, making me feel better. And 2 more join the party. How did you find your first overnighter?
Pretty good. Slept well.
You handled yourself very well too. Much better than me.
All went really smooth. My watches were easy. Like literally nothing happened.
Except for the giant storm behind us that you drove through.
Oh yeah, but that was during the light. It wasn't dark yet.
Yeah.
It was still like, what was it, dinner time? Or no, it was right after dinner. So
Yeah.
I don't even count that.
Well, you did a good job. Well, we called the port captain and talked to somebody at the port in English, and they told us to come and anchor, then radioed us back saying we're not permitted here and we have to go back to Bahia del Sol, which is like 60 nautical miles or more back that way. And I just said to him, I was like, we've got no fuel, so I can't, like we have to come in. So I'm just gonna go in and we're gonna try to talk to the port captain and see if we can sort it out. We had friends that had trouble here a couple of weeks ago as well. I guess they just don't give any sailboats, so we'll just have to see what happens. I hope they don't make us turn around. That would be fucking awful. Oh, that would be awful. I'm feeling better though. How much do you not want to turn around and go 80 nautical miles back to somewhere else to check in or out? Well, with lots of confusion, repaying a lot of money to use the port, we've stayed anchored where we are, and we're going to just go in and chat to the port captain via another route by the fishing village area and see what we can figure out. We're both still feeling a little worse for wear, stomach wise, so we're wondering if perhaps it's not been motion sickness, but that we've actually picked something up on our travels or food wise, which is a shame. But anyway, yeah, so we'll head into shore and try and get this done in the heat of the day, with both of us feeling a bit like bleh. You the most exhausted boy ever after rowing back? Well, we're on our way to the fishing thing, and then I saw this in the water, and we thought she was dead, but I was like, we have to check, so we slowed the dinghy right down. See, she's just alive. But then the motor stopped working, so we had to row all the way back to the boat. We're both just like, but she is a little better now that she's not drowning as much, but she's very sick, so we'll just have to see what we can do with her. this boat and with the dinghy. We didn't sink though, so that's something. So, we just had a visit from the Port Authority. Well, they were really nice. They just wanted to know the boat details. We told them we're having problems, that we'd rescued a turtle and that we're having problems with the motor, and that we probably needed 3 days and we needed to go see the port captain and different things like that. And I think they're going to help us out, help us organise a like a ride and things. So with any luck, we kind of got that sorted. And then with this little turtle friend, basically I have some sodium chloride, but it's very, very low, so it's basically like just water. And I'll be putting it into her coelomic cavity, which is kind of her abdomen. And I'll be combining, I'll be putting a little bit of an anti-inflammatory as well as an antibiotic in there. I'm doing that while hydrating her because otherwise they can damage the kidneys, which you guys might remember is what happened to Billy long term, even though she was well hydrated. This is a very sick little turtle though. Normally we'd also put her in a freshwater bath for multiple days, but we don't have anything big enough to put her in, and we don't really have that much fresh water on board. So for now, I'm just going to give her a freshwater rinse, and yeah, we're basically trying to see whether we can get a hold of some people to come look after her longer term. So, because she probably shouldn't come to Mexico, given that that would be taking her to another country. Anyway, we'll get this set up and get her all sorted out, hopefully.
Next episode, we go to great lengths to get out of the country and save this little turtle so we can finally get to Mexico. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe and give us a like, and consider visiting our website to learn more about what we do and how you can help us. Until next time, stay chuffed, everybody.